Hello, welcome to Monday's Craft and Chat. Sorry that I am a wee bit behind. I'm just adding the link to the kit that I am working with. There's also a QR code on the screen. Today's video is our turtle journal that we're going to be working on. For our Monday's Craft and Chat. I've had this journal ready to go for a while. I just was not sure what I wanted. Well, it's been printed and I needed to do something with it. So there's that. These are the digital pages that go with it. As most people know that I am obsessed with turtles, so well, that's it. So I thought for May, for mental health awareness, that I would make a journal with turtles. And yeah. Of course, I'm going to add other paper and that to that because I made some paper the other day for this. I did print this on photo paper, like Louisa recommends that you print it on. These are the words to the actual song that goes with it. There's a song, when you buy the kit, there's a song that comes with it that's called Raggedy Turtle Blooms. That was written by Daniel Evans and Louisa herself. And I actually love the song. Yeah. If you buy the kit, you should listen to the song because it has some really cool meaning to it. I made these myself. I stamped them with some inks and some words and some splatters to go with it. So I have those. If you're here, please say hello. If you can see me and hear me, please say hello. So I'm not sure what I want to start with first. I'm thinking that we will start with maybe doing some envelopes or something so that we can put them in between the signatures. That I thought. Okay. I was just checking to make sure that I was live on YouTube because I didn't know if it was over there where you could see it, but I want to make sure that you could see it. But you can, okay. because technology these days, you know, how it can be El Fussy Pants. So I just wanted to make sure that I was over there. Now comes the fun part. What do we do? What do we do? What do we make? What do we make? What do you make, Tara? We're gonna start by scoring this fantastic envelope right here. We're gonna score this with our fancy tools. I don't use a what do you call it? Bone folder for this. I like to use a stylus because the stylus fits right. Well, normally it'll fit right down in the groove, but my eyeballs don't want to work with me today. They don't want to cooperate. So with that being said, we are going to try to score this. Maybe I just need my bigger scoreboard and not my little one. I wonder if I can fold it without scoring it. That might be a possibility because it's heavier paper. Let's see. Let's see if we can do it like this. With heavier paper, sometimes you don't need a scoreboard. That is a possibility too. So let's see if that will work. Let's just see. Louisa has a whole playlist of her making this journal when she released this paper collection. And of course, with it being turtles, you all would know that I would own this collection. And of course, I didn't get this up high enough because I was trying to match it with the bottom there. So here we go again. We're gonna try this again. When all else fails, we try again, right? Try again. And then we fold. This little piece right here. Over. Like so. Why don't we just do it like this and then we can get it where it's even. Even Stevens. There we go. This one has to go back just a little more. Yes, I probably should have used a scoreboard. It would have been a lot easier. But, you know, why would I make things easy? Because I don't ever make things easy. I don't ever. Easy is not in my repertoire. We all know this. All right. So we have an envelope. We have succeeded at an envelope. We have succeeded at making an envelope. Is it crooked? Probably. Because everything in my life is crooked. All right, we're just going to put that up there for the time in being. And then what do we have here? We have some paper here. And I made these a while ago to go into the signatures of the journal. But I don't think I want to use them in this. I want to use them in the journal. Yes, of course I do. But I also want to use them like, let's decorate them up, use them before we put them into the signature of the journal. Like, you know, let's put some pockets and stuff on them. That's what I was thinking. That's where my brain was going with this. So let's put this back so that we have room here. take this stuff here. This is the other one that I'm going to be using. So let's take this and put this over here. And then put that one there. And we need a little writing utensil, so I know where to cut her. I don't know. It seems to be, if you're here and you can see the live, can you say hello? Because for some reason, I have a feeling that we're having some technical difficulties because it's on like for nobody to be here. Have I scared everybody away from my birthday live? Like, does nobody want to hang out with me anymore? I'm confused. Like, really confused. Hi, Sassy. I gotta make labels too. I gotta do a lot for this journal. I have not prepared anything for this lovely gem. This is not gonna be like, we probably won't even finish it this month because, yeah, this is not gonna be a throw her together and move on with your day type of project. That is for sure. Because we have to make it extra raggedy. Extra raggedy. Yep, we sure do. I haven't even thought about like my cover, none of that yet. And I'm not really hurrying it up with that for the cover either. I want to put this under here because it looks, but my day's going okay. I am trying to process how I want to make this extra raggedy because that is the theme of this journal, raggedy. So we are going to make it raggedy. We want stuff hanging off the sides. We want stuff, you know, grungy and rough, and yes, that's how we want this journal to be. So I'm digging in my scrappers here, and we are going to make it look it as raggedy as we can. I'm taking some thread here, and it's blue. It's like the thread that you would use for sewing, and I'm balling it up right here so we can make it a little bit more raggedy. And we are going to, maybe we don't need that the whole length of that either. Yes, I love these turtles. I love them. They've been sitting printed for at least 6 months. The collection is in the chat, and it's also, the QR code is at the top for the shop that I got it from. Those flowers will not work, but I do have boo-boo tape. Maybe I can put a piece of boo-boo tape with it, because I have this blue boo-boo tape. That might. See what those two can do. Those two can do. I think I'm going to use this one here. Like, not all of it. I'm going to cut it down a little bit. Cut it down just a wee bit. Cut it down, cut it down. Yes, 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 yes. Just like that. And I'm going to pull out my little drawer of goodies over here. Because I have a little bowl of goodies over here. Of course, there's no turtles, but I can make some turtles on my Cricut. But I want a cluster on there. That's what I'm looking for, is to make a cluster. I'm just looking for some stuff to make a cluster, that's all. We have a number. We have a number. We have a number. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Stella's got a groove back now. Well, not really Stella, but I'm not Stella. Maybe that turtle's name could be Stella. How about that? We can name that turtle Stella. We can name the turtle Stella. Yeah, the turtle's name is Stella. Stella's got her groove back. Yep. Yep, her name is Stella. Hands down. Hands down. And now I just gotta find something that I could put her name on. So that we can put her name on here so we don't lose her name. Oh, journey. Yes, yes, yes. We need to have a journey on here because the turtle is taking a journey. A journey, yep. And then I can write Stella on there somewhere. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. All right, so now I have my cluster being here. Like this. I gotta take this off for a second. and I have to get me some glue because I have all my raggedy stuff here I have to get on there. And I have to decide if I'm going to put it like, I think I'm going to put it like this because I kind of like that on top of that. Yes, I do. And I'm going to use my art. Yep. Not my art, my Bart. Sorry, not art. I'm using Barely Arts to make a pocket. This was just one of the turtles from a piece of the paper from something else that I made. I just wanted to make sure it was going on there right. And I do believe this was packing paper that I just put some paint on it. I slapped some paint on the paper, as Karen McCoy would say. In the words of Karen McCoy, slap some paint on paper. That will bring you joy. And it does bring you joy when you slap paint on paper. Actually, any type of crafting brings you joy. And when you do have a bad day, you just come into your crafting space, wherever your crafting space may be. Myself is here in my den. I call it the Grumpy Bear's Den because when I'm grumpy, I come in here and I craft. So that's why it's called the Grumpy Bear's Den. And then I have Tarny, which is my mascot. And he looks over me to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. He might have some judgment there every now and then. But other than that, yeah. So when you're having a bad day and you feel like the world is giving up on you, just grab yourself some paper and you slap some paint on it. You slap something on it, whether it be a label, some boo-boo tape, some ink, whatever it may be. You do what makes you happy. If it's coloring, if it's making a page for your journal, if it's making a journal, slap on your favorite creator, your favorite junk journaler, whether that be me, whether that be somebody else, whether it be somebody that makes you giggle or laugh, whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, the only thing that's supposed to have mattered is that when you're having a bad day, that somebody brings a smile to your face. That's all that matters at the end of the day. You're not supposed to feel like you're alone. That's all I'm trying to say. No one should feel alone ever. I'm just making a quick cluster here. Oh, I have to write under the journey, Stella. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Karen. I'm just working on my turtle journal for my mental health journal this month because mental health is a big thing for me and so isn't turtles. So I figured that I would combine the two together and make a journal this month. And the turtle journal came from luiseHEINZL, or not turtle journal, but the turtle collection came from luiseHEINZL. I still have gifts coming in, Karen. I still have gifts coming in. Yes, I did get good stuff and I still have them coming. Because I'm a spoiled little booger. The 12 days of birthdays still isn't done. One would say. Yeah, the 12 days of birthdays still isn't done. My sewing machine. I saw the replay. Y'all had a yeah, we definitely did. I think my favorite out of the whole thing was when I spit out Mr. Miyagi. Yeah, I think that was my favorite. Oh, and when Casey showed up and sang to me, yes, Casey definitely surprised me with that one. Because Casey used his data for that. Yes, Casey showing up was definitely a surprise. Why am I putting that on there? Because, you know. And then we have this, I really, really like how that came out. Yes, he does. I've never heard him sing. That was the very, very first time I've ever heard him sing. Yeah, it definitely was. And we're going to stick-a-roody that right there. So then this would look, well, it wouldn't be like on this particular paper, but it would be like that on a signature page. I think that is really cool to go in between. And then I'm going to make another one up real quick. So I have another one. This one's a bit smaller, so we're just going to use up some scrapper-roodies here. Will this one fit on here? Sure will. And what are we going to do with this one? I don't want all of that on there. I'll do some of it. Ooh. So, Karen, what are you doing today on this fine Monday morning? How's the weather where you are? If you tell me there's sunshine, I'm going to protest. I am going to protest. I have my not the cough. That's the allergy cough. My Brad's out here because I am thinking that this may need a little. Ah, well, thank you for the support, Karen. It means a lot to me. And yes, I will stop by your live this afternoon. I promise I will stop by your live this afternoon. I don't have anything else I'm doing. I might be here in the den doing something here in the den, but I will definitely stop in and show my bright shiny face. You'll be slapping paint on paper? I need you to come to Friday's live and slap some paint on paper because I love when you slap paint on paper. I think I'm going to have this as a corner tuck. Like that. Do we have any file archive? Do we want it like that? Do we want it like that, Tara? Speak to me. Speak to me. Okay, sounds good. I need something in there to break that up. What can we put in there to break that up, Tara? Where's your lacy poos? Here's your lacy poos. What do we got in here for lacy poos that we can use? What can we use for lacy poos? Lacy poos. We need something blue, blue, blue. Do we have any blue, blue, blue? That might work for that. I'm just trying to make myself a little cluster that I can put here to put on the corner of this. Like so. Oh, I think my sewing machine just got here. Because I just heard the truck, the door open. For the sewing, for the FedEx guy. Yes, I'm being very fiddly with this. Yeah, I love the FedEx man too when he brings me the good stuff. Yes, when he brings me the good stuff. I've been waiting for this sewing machine for almost 2 months because the one that I ordered was on back order and I didn't want a different one. I wanted this particular one, so I waited for this one to come back into stock. Because, I'm me and I have to have what I want. Because that's just me. My husband laughed at me because he was gone this weekend. And he gets home and he said, "Did you get your sewing machine on Saturday? Because it was supposed to be here Saturday." And I was like, "No." I said, "But I ordered it a dress." He's like, "Well, he says, Amy doesn't come on lives with me on Monday mornings because she's sleeping. She'll be on Tuesday afternoon with me. If she feels good because she has to stop taking allergy meds so that she can see the allergist on Thursday." She doesn't come on Monday mornings with me or Tuesday mornings because she's sleeping and she's now she's preparing to go see the allergist, so she's not taking her meds. So she's struggling with that right now too. But we have a ton of lives this month that we're doing. So we're pretty much live every day except for Sunday. Yeah. Because we're doing the bicentennial journal, and then we're doing our normal design team videos, and yeah. And then we're doing one that Becky had requested for 2 Tuesdays in the month. So yeah, we have a pretty big schedule for May anyways. And then our design team decided that they wanted to do a project, so we're going to be doing a design team project. And yeah, you're going to see a lot of me in May. So I hope people don't get sick of me. I hope they enjoy watching me make my why did you cut it that way, goofball? I hope they enjoy watching me make my mental health journal for the month of May, because I really enjoy. Yeah, that was another reason why I decided that I wanted to do my morning ones like this 2 days a week, because the audience that I have was because of the two of us, and I wanted to have, my own community too. I'm grateful for the friends that I made with the two of us, but I want to be my own identity, and she should have her own identity too. Why? I thought I had another small tag, but I don't. There's a pocket. I will decorate these tags up more when I get farther. I just wanted to put stuff in them so that... Hello, Mel. Okay, Karen. I'm just working on my turtle journal for the month of May. I'm making a turtle journal because I collect turtles, and I also want to do something for the month of May for mental health. So here we shall be. And this one, I want to make some file folder tabs. So how big is this? Let's close this glue. Just because. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 by 3. I think we're going to do 5 by 1, 2, 3. I can get 2 out of here. We gotta close. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna go right here. I'm gonna cut it here. I'm gonna go like this. Nope, that's the wrong one. Yeah, well, now I just had everything fall on my desk. Oh, smart move. There's X-Lax. Yes, the Raggedy Turtle Bloom journal that I am using is from luiseHEINZL. It has been printed in my office since I purchased it. I am doing it for mental health awareness. One, because I obviously struggle with mental health, and two, because I want everybody to know that you are seen and you matter no matter what. That even if you're having a bad day, that it's just a bad day. You survived 100% of your bad days. So this punch here is you can get at scrapbooking with me. I do have an affiliate link. It's just not linked today, but I'm sure you can find it around town. It's out there. I can actually drop it in the comments in just a second if you would like for the affiliate link. I am just making a like a file folder thing so that I can show you how to do something. You'll see in just a moment what I'm trying to show you. I'm just trying to do this. If you haven't noticed, I subconsciously tell you every time you watch one of my videos that you matter. Your story matters. On my wrist, right there. I actually added a new one. The world is a better place with you in it. So if you ever need a reminder and you're having a bad day, just turn on one of my videos and you'll get a reminder. I did talk about them in one of my lives. I don't remember which live it was, but I did talk about them and why I wear them. Some people are afraid to talk about mental health because they say that it's taboo. But you know what? Sometimes that one person might need to hear that message. They might need that pick me up that day. So I am never afraid. Okay, Sassy. I am never afraid to open up that line of communication. Never. But that was not why I did not open. Whoa, my brain is going everywhere. It's 100,000 miles a minute up right now. But we don't need this. We need this. I was not making those to show you how to put a label on there because everybody knows how to put a label on there. I was making them because we are going to put that right here. Oh, wrong color. Right there. And then we are going to put that one there. I did not measure. I do not know how long that little tab is. I just randomly put it there. But I am going to do a video step by step how I did them on my channel. So keep an eye out for that. So if you like how I did that, I will have a video up on my channel. Because when I do these lives, I just get going in my groove and I get yapping and then I forget. Hello, your friends might want to know how you just did that. And then, yeah. So. And then I just take my hole punch and I go like this. Not my hole punch, but my crocodile. Rawr. Doo-be-doo-be-doo-doo-be-doo-be-doo. And then I make holes. Obviously, they're not even because, you know, I can't even drive glue straight. So why would they be even, right? There's that. And then I just take my eyelets and put my eyelets like this. Some people call them eyelets. Some people call them grommets. Some people call them whatever they want to call them. I call them whatever my mind thinks of at the moment. That's what I call them. And then you just press them in. Sometimes you have to be Hercules. Yeah, sometimes you do. And then what you get is this fancy little doodah. And you see how, yeah, they're a little crooked. Okay, but they're a little crooked. And then, of course, I don't have none of my bulb pins here. Let me see if I can reach them without spilling. I probably can. And then I grab my bulb pins, like so. I have 11,100 colors of them. And then I just find one that I like. And I'm going to just go for a black one on this side because it's black on this side. And I'm going to pick a number, little placard thing, because I like the numbers. And then I just go like this. And I'm going to hang it off. You know, you can put one on each one of the eyelets, but I just like to put it on one. And then you hang it backwards, you know, because hanging it backwards makes it look all the better when you put it in your journal. Just, you know. Why would you hang it forward? Because it looks better hanging it backwards. And then when you get it on there the right way, because you know it looks better when it's hanging backwards and upside down, you have this little fancy little doodad like this. And then when you have your page, like so, I'm not going to put it on this one, but you can take it and put it on your page like this. And when it's in your journal, it hangs off the side of the journal, and then you have a little dangle that'll be hanging off. And then you could put, like, you know, lace behind it or whatnot, and then you have a tuck spot here. So I thought I would make two of those so that I have them to put in the journal. So yeah, I'm just using up some of the pages that I have here. You know, I haven't put it together yet. That I will probably do next Monday. Put the pages together. Like, you know, we'll stamp on some of the pages next week and put some of that together. But yeah, if you want to grab this collection, you can grab it over with the QR code at the top of the screen so that you can craft along with me if you want while we make this journal. Or you can use whatever collection you want to use. If you have a favorite collection you like, you can, well, yeah, Tara, you probably have to do them one by one. Use whatever collection you want to do this along with me if you want, you know, to make a mental health journal along with me. I do have some quotes from you ladies that have brought them to me last week. So if you have a quote you want to give me to put in the journal, you can bring it here to the comment section. I will add it to the journal on a journaling card or on a tag or whatever. I will use your all right, Karen. I will use your screen name on YouTube when I put it in there so that it will be Hi Zal. Hope you're feeling a little bit better from last week. I will use your screen name when I put it on there so that you get credit so that I know that it came from you. Also, with that, I will I'm putting some of my own in there too, but I want to make sure that if anybody wants to contribute anything, they can. Or anything that reminds them of me. I want to give you guys that opportunity because this is, you know, everybody's welcome here. Everybody gets, you know, I want everybody to be a part if they want to be a part. I don't want anybody to be excluded because that's not me. That is not me. That is not how I roll. So with that being said, I will be doing those in the coming week. index when the journal's put together. What little doodads? What are we talking about, Karen? These little things that I made right here? I just measured them the size of an index card. I used this little notch punch right here to make them like file folders. And then I added some eyelets and some dangles to it. And now I'm trying to get this one to cooperate with me. And it's being a little, you know what, on a rainy day. And you can also, to make it, this one does not want to cooperate with me in the worst way. So I'm going to try to make it where it's a little bit more. Do I have a turtle here? Let me see if I have a turtle here. I have to still pick out some charms for this journal because I haven't picked them out yet. These are called bulb pins. And Tim Holtz has them and he calls them loop pins. Like some people call them, those ones came from the Moo. The Moo and Sassy. And of course I don't have a turtle one here. I do have turtles. They're just not turtle ones here, per se. I have bees and birds. Well, that one is not going to get one then at the moment. Unless I can get this to work with this. Yeah, I have metallics. I have gunmetal colors. You name it, I have them. Because those are a huge thing when I am crafting. Like, I love working with them. To make dangles, and I use them for dangles, and I use them for just everyday things. And I did this again backwards. They're perfect for that kind of stuff. Like to make that kind, like to do dangles and that. And then also I noticed that people use them for sewing too. So I have them for that too. Like crocheting and that. Yeah, so there's also that. And then I don't know if this will work, but I have this one on here. If I have to fix it, I can fix it. But I have this one for a page also. When I go to put that in a page, I might even just try to fix it so it can glue it down. But we have that one. And then what else are we going to make, Tara? What else are we going to make? Other than the fact that I don't know what else I want to make. I don't know what I want to do with my cover. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, it's the way that they're sitting there. They do pop. Question. When I make this, do you want me to make it as a hardcover journal or do you want me to make it as a paper bag journal? That turtle got its head chopped off. Paper bag. We have a paper bag. Can we make a tag out of this? We can. But I don't like how that turtle's head is chopped off, so maybe we can make a pocket or two out of this one. And then I can throw where the turtle's head chopped off. I'm not sure which way I want to go, but I was just asking you to see if you guys had an opinion. I'm gonna hold on that because I kind of like that because I might make that work for something else, but I can make these into little taggies. Little taggies. Put these up in here. Haha! I found the rest of the turtle's head. I found the rest of his head. What could I do with that? Okay, now I'm thinking here, what can I make with this that's hinged? Boo-boo tape it. I can boo-boo tape that. Definitely can boo-boo tape that. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Like boo-boo. Okay. I'm boo-boo taping that at the moment because yes, yes, and yes. I have this boo-boo tape. I'm over here doing surgery on a turtle because this is what it's all about, folks. No turtle left behind. No turtle left behind on my watch. All right. And then we can have it as a flip-in. I love that. I love that. And then we could actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It could be a belly band. Flip it like a belly band, and it flips like this. And I could put something on the back here. I have paper scraps. And where's my paper scraps? Right here. It's my paper scraps. Oh Lord. This is the first time I've ever made a belly band like this, and it's a pretty cool belly band if you ask me. That turtle is not getting left behind. Not on my watch. No ma'am. That turtle is not being left behind on my watch. There we go. And we have a turtle that now flips out for a belly band. Thanks, Karen. I might have to do a little bit more boo-boo tape surgery, but I really like that. I love that. But look, I can even put it on a page like this for a belly band, and this piece can flip out, and this could be a pocket too. So, yes. I like her. I like her. I like her. I like her. Alrighty. I think what we're going to do for right now, because we made some ephemera for the journal, I'm going to round these corners quick so that I have this. I'm going to wrap up for today. because I'm not sure what I want to do for the cover in that. So I'm going to take time to get the cover to what I want for the cover, like pick my materials and stuff. And then when I come back next week, we will have our signatures ready to work on those some more, and we'll have our cover picked. And if anybody has any quotes, I will leave my email in the description box so that you can email it to me if you want, or if you talk to me on Facebook or Instagram, you can leave me a message with any quotes. We will work on those next week, and I will have some more ideas for ephemera that we can work on. And with that being said, I want you all to have a fantastic week. Remember, you matter. Your mental health matters. And at the end of the day, if you craft, we don't care what you craft, as long as you craft and you enjoy crafting. And I will see you tomorrow for a live with me at 11. Then I'll see you again at 2 o'clock with a live with Amy. I will see you again on Wednesday with a design team project. I don't know what's happening on Thursday. I will see you on Friday with Crafty or Fun Friends with Friday. And then I will see you again on Saturday with Amy with another design team project. I will have videos in between. And as always, if you like what you see, please make sure you like and subscribe, because, you know, I love spreading joy. I love being creative. I love making you laugh, and I love having fun with everybody. So thank you for spending the morning with me, and I shall see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.